Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. Happy Friday to all. It is August 29th. We got a 15-game Major League Baseball slate on tap for today. Nothing to recap. Took the day off yesterday, but you guys already know the rules. We take the good with the bad. It's on to the next one. 15 games on tap for today. Tons of money to be made. Guys, look for my play of the day today. The one game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. Also, at the end of the video, our 4 parlay plays of the day. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, first game up of the day, 6:40 start. We got the St. Louis Cardinals in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. The left-handed pitcher Liberatore on the mount for the Cardinals. He's 6-11 with a 4.27 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Littell on the mount for the Reds. He's 9-8 with a 3.62 ERA. First thing we're looking at here, both of these starting pitchers. Zach Littell has been very good this season all year. He started off the season with the Tampa Bay Rays, pitching in that small ballpark. He was able to keep a low ERA. Now pitching here for the Reds, he's made 5 starts. He has an ERA of 2.37 in those 5 starts. He's only had one bad start in my opinion, and that was against the Pirates. Looking at Liberatore, the St. Louis Cardinals starting pitcher here. He's been bad all season. His last 3 starts, he saw the Colorado Rockies, pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs. Then he saw the Miami Marlins, pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs. His very last start against the Tampa Bay Rays, pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. This is a guy, when he pitches, gives up lots of runs, does not go deep into the game. The St. Louis Cardinals bullpen in the month of August has not been good. They have an bullpen ERA of 4.68. Then I look at both of these offenses as being the determining factor in this game today. The Reds' offense this month has not been good, but when we look at that, the very last series they played in Los Angeles against the Dodgers, they were putting up runs in that series. They bat .270 as a team in those 3 games. In this game today, back at home, I do like the Cincinnati Reds here, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Elly De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Zach Littell of the Reds, and I like him to go over his line in this game, over 3.5 strikeouts. Alrighty guys, on after that, we got the Tampa Bay Rays in Washington taking on the Nationals. The right-handed pitcher Hauser on the mount for the Rays. He's 7-4 with a 2.88 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Mitch Parker on the mount for the Nats. He's 7-14 with a 6.01 ERA. First thing we're looking at here, both of these starting pitchers. Hauser's been very good since coming to the Rays. He's actually been very good all season. He started off with the White Sox, had a very low ERA over there. Then since coming to the Tampa Bay Rays, he's made 4 starts. In those 4 starts, he has an ERA of 2.37. Mitch Parker on the mount for the Nationals. He's been terrible all year. In his last 5 starts, he has an ERA above 12. We look at the Tampa Bay Rays team this year against left-handed pitching. They're a bottom 10 team, but I think how bad Mitch Parker's been overall this year, that's going to offset, especially when we look at the Tampa Bay Rays team offensively in the month of August. In over 20 games played, they're batting .263 as a team. Their bullpen has also been in very good form this month. In over 40 innings pitched, they have a bullpen ERA of 3.60. Then we look at the Washington Nationals, still the worst bullpen in the majors. All of that being said to say this, guys, in this game today, the Tampa Bay Rays are the betting odds favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and I like the over in this game. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Junior Camareno of the Tampa Bay Rays. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Mitch Parker of the Nationals, but I like him to go under his line in this game, under 3.5 strikeouts. Alrighty guys, on after that, we got the Atlanta Braves taking on the Phillies. The Phillies stomped on the Braves yesterday, winning a score of 19-4. In this game today, the right-handed pitcher Elder on the mount for the Braves. He's 5-9 with a 6.12 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Suarez on the mount for the Phillies. He's 10-6 with a 3.07 ERA. We're looking at Suarez here first, the starting pitcher for the Phillies. He's been good all season, but at the top of the month of August, he had a few rocky starts. He pitched 5 innings against the Baltimore Orioles, allowed 5 runs. Then he saw the Cincinnati Reds pitch 5 innings, allowed 6 runs. But his last 2 starts, it looks like he's gotten back on track. He's pitched 7 innings against the Seattle Mariners, only allowing 2 runs. And then his very last start, he's pitched 7 shutout innings against the Washington Nationals. Then when we look at him earlier this year, when he saw the Atlanta Braves, he's seen the Braves team twice this season. In the month of May, when he saw them, he pitched 6 shutout innings. Then when he saw this team at the end of June, he pitched 7 innings, only allowing 1 run. Then when we look at Bryce Elder here, the starting pitcher for the Braves, he's the complete opposite story. First of all, he also saw the Phillies at the end of June. He pitched 2 innings, allowing 9 runs. Then when we look at him in his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 6.29. The Phillies bullpen has been up and down this month, but the Atlanta Braves bullpen has been terrible. In the month of August, over 20 games played, they have a combined bullpen ERA of 4.90. In this game today, we like the Phillies and we're playing them on the run line. The game total is set at 9, and I do like the under in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Kepler of Philadelphia Phillies. On to the pitching props now. We're taking Suarez of the Phillies, and we like him to go over his line over 5.5 strikeouts. Alrighty, guys, on after that, we got the Milwaukee Brewers in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. The right-handed pitcher Freddie Peralta on the mound for Milwaukee. He's 15-5 with a 2.68 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Bieber on the mound for the Jays. He's 1-0 with a 1.50 ERA. As of me recording this video, it's right after 1 o'clock in the morning. Every book that I'm checking has the Blue Jays as the betting odds favorites. First thing we're looking at here. This is a matchup. This whole series is going to be a matchup of 2 of the best offenses in the major leagues. Then when we look at Freddie Peralta, the starting pitcher for the Brewers here. He's been dominant all year. His last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 2.20. Shane Bieber on the mound for the Blue Jays. This will be his 2nd start of the year. His first start, he did look very good. 6 innings pitched, only allowed 1 run. But the one thing I'm looking at there is he was pitching in Miami, a place this season that's been very pitcher friendly, facing that Miami Marlins team at home, who are one of the worst home offenses in the majors. Here today, like we spoke about, they're going to be seeing one of the best offenses in the Milwaukee Brewers. The big deciding factor in this game today for me is this: the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen. We've spoken about it all the time here on this channel. They've been terrible all month. In the month of August, over 20 games played, they have an ERA of 5.50. In this game today, like I said, the Jays are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the road dogs. Give me the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Christian Yelich of Milwaukee. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Bieber of the Blue Jays, but I like him to go under his line in this game, under 5.5 strikeouts. Alrighty, guys, on after that, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates in Boston taking on the Red Sox. The right-handed pitcher Paul Skeens on the mound for the Pirates. He's 8-9 with a 2.07 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Peyton Toll will be making his major league debut here for the Boston Red Sox. Getting straight into it here, we're looking at the starting pitcher for the Red Sox, Peyton Toll. He was one of their top prospects. They drafted him high. He was always highly touted. Looking at his last few starts down there, he's had a very low ERA. In this game, I'm looking at this matchup for him. First of all, looking at his pitch mix, he throws a 98-mile-per-hour fastball 40% of the time, and then he mixes it up with the slider and the changeup. In this game today, I do like that it's going to be a home start for him, making his major league debut. I always like that for young rookies. On top of that, he will be seeing a Pittsburgh Pirates team that is one of the worst bottom 5 team in the majors versus left-handed pitching this season. On top of that, the Pittsburgh Pirates, it's going to be a road game for them. They're one of the worst road offenses in the majors, batting .218 as a team this season in their road games. On top of that, they're 20-42 for the year. You know what? I'm wrong. They're 40-26 on the year in their road games. I do not expect Paul Skeens to go that deep in this game. If it was a home game, I would say in front of the home fans, they let him pitch a little extra. I could see the Boston Red Sox, not really getting to Paul Skeens, but when the bullpen comes in, they'll be able to open up this lead here today. All of that being said, to say this: In this game today, the books do have the Pittsburgh Pirates as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Boston Red Sox on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Jalen Duran of the Boston Red Sox. On to the pitching props now. Give me Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I like him to go over his line, over 6.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, on after that, we got the Miami Marlins in New York taking on the Mets. This series got kicked off yesterday. Miami won a score of 7-4. In this game today, the right-handed pitcher Yuri Perez is on the mound for Miami. He's 6-3 with a 3.40 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Tong will be making his major league debut here for the Mets. Looking at this right-handed pitcher Tong, he's one of their top prospects, one of the top prospects in the major leagues as far as starting pitchers go. He has a big pitching arsenal. He throws 5 pitches, it looks like. His fastball tops out at 97 miles per hour. He throws that 30% of the time, then a slider. Looking at this Mets offense, they've been very good in the month of August. That has not been the problem. They're batting .266 as a team in over 20 games played. The Miami Marlins team, they're back on the road. We know their offense plays when they're on the road. We saw them win yesterday's game, put up some runs. The big deciding factor in this game today is going to be, in my opinion, because I can see the Mets getting to Yuri Perez. This guy throws the fastball 55% of the time. The Mets match up very well against him. They have not seen him all season, but I do feel they match up perfectly against him. And we do know the New York Mets offensively, just like the Phillies, we always talk about them. Well, the Mets offensively are another one of the best home offenses in the majors. They're batting .266 in all their home games this season. My big deciding factor is going to be how deep this starting pitcher Tong goes for the Mets. And this Mets bullpen that continues to just be terrible. In this game today, it's a slight lean play for me, and I'm going to lean towards the Mets. And I like them, so I'm going to play them here on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Juan Soto of the Mets. On to the pitching props now. I'm going to play Yuri Perez of Miami, but I like him to go under his line, under 5.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along. We got the Seattle Mariners in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. The right-handed pitcher George Kirby on the mound for the Mariners. He's 8-6 with a 4.05 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Allen on the mound for the Guardians. He's 7-10 with a 4.35 ERA. First thing we're looking at here in this game, both of these starting pitchers. Kirby, he's actually been very good since the All-Star break for the Mariners. He's only had one bad start, which was against the Mets. He pitched 4 innings, allowed 7 runs. But when we look at his other 5 starts he's made since the All-Star break, he pitched 6 innings against the Angels, only allowing 2 runs, 6 shutout against the Rangers, 6 innings pitched against the White Sox, allowed 2 runs, and then 7 shutout against the Orioles. Then his very last start, 6 innings pitched, only 1 run allowed to the Athletics. When we look at Allen, the starting pitcher for the Guardians, he's been decent for them all season. His very last start, though, he got rocked against a poor offense in the Texas Rangers. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 6 runs to them. In this game today, my big deciding factor is going to be this Cleveland Guardians team offensively. They continue to be one of the worst offenses in the month of August. In over 20 games played, they're batting just .205 as a team now. In this game today, the Seattle Mariners are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and I like the under in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Julio Rodriguez of the Seattle Mariners. On to the pitching props. I'm actually going to play Allen of the Guardians in this game, and I like him to go over his line, over 5.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along. We got the New York Yankees in Chicago taking on the White Sox. The Yankees won yesterday's game handily, a score of 10-4. In this game today, the left-handed pitcher Rodon on the mound for the Yankees. He's 14-7 with a 3.24 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Gomez on the mound for the White Sox. He's 3-1 with a 4.73 ERA. First thing I'm looking at here today, Ballpark Pal, they're projecting another hitter-friendly day here today in Chicago. 8 to 10 mile per hour winds blowing straight to the outfield. Then we look at the White Sox team offensively. They're a top 10 team still in the majors this year versus left-handed pitching. I can see them getting 2-3 runs off of Rodon. At the same time, I can see Rodon going about 6-7 innings in this game today. Then we look at Gomez here, the starting pitcher for the White Sox. This guy is 23 innings pitched. He has an ERA of 4.73. His last few outings, his fastball tops out around 93 miles per hour. I do not like this spot for him against this Yankees lineup. They crush guys that throw what we consider low velocity fastballs below 95 miles per hour. They crush these type of pitchers. On top of that, in the month of August, the New York Yankees are in over 23 games played are batting 268 as a team. All of that being said to say this, in this game today, the Yankees are the betting odd favorites and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5 and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Grisham of the Yankees. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Rodon of the Yankees, and I like him to go over his line in this game, over 5.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, continuing along, we got the San Diego Padres in Minnesota taking on the Twins. The left-handed pitcher Cortez is on the mound for the Padres. He's 2-2 with a 4.66 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Zebby Matthews on the mound for the Twins. He's 3-4 with a 5.30 ERA. We're going to get straight to it here in this game. Cortez, he's actually been very good since coming over here to the Padres. He's made 4 starts. In those 4 starts, he has an ERA of 3. Looking at Zebby Matthews, since the month of August began, he's made 4 starts. He has an ERA of 5.20. Then we look at the bullpen of the Padres. Best bullpen in the majors. Minnesota Twins bullpen. Last 20 days has an ERA of 5.60. All of that being said to say this, in this game today, I do like the Padres, who are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the under in this one. For the hidden props, 2 total bases, give me Jackson Merrill of the San Diego Padres. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Zebby Matthews of the Twins, but I like him to go under his line in this game. Under 5.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along. We got the Los Angeles Angels in Houston taking on the Astros. The left-handed pitcher Anderson's on the mound for the Angels. He's 2-8 with a 4.73 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Javier on the mound for the Astros. He's 1-1 with a 5.40 ERA. Looking at Javier, I really don't know how to feel about this guy. He's been struggling with his command in the 3 starts he's made this season. In those 3 starts, 5 innings pitched to the Red Sox, 2 runs allowed. Then he saw the Orioles in his last 2 starts. Pitched 3 innings, allowing 1 run. Then his very last start against the Orioles. Pitched 2 innings, allowed 3 runs. I really don't know how to feel about that. He's not going deep in the games. The Astros bullpen in the last 7 days has an ERA of 3.75. So they've been decent. This Angels bullpen has been decent as well. But when we look at Javier, he's going to be seeing this Angels lineup today. The Angels, in the month of August, over 20 games played, are batting 228 as a team. On top of that, versus right-handed pitching this year, they're batting just 225 as a team. No team in the major leagues has gotten struck out more than this Los Angeles Angels lineup. They've actually gotten striked out 50 times more than the second place Colorado Rockies. So Javier does have the ability to strike guys out. If he could get that going in this game today, I can see him having success. My big deciding factor in this game today is going to be Anderson, the starting pitcher for the Angels. He's been terrible all year. In the month of August, he's made 4 starts. In those 4 starts, he has an ERA of 4.30. On top of that, Anderson has allowed the second most home runs out of any team in the majors. Out of any pitcher in the majors, I should say. He's allowed the second most home runs. He's going to be seeing this Astros team, a top 10 team in the majors versus lefties that hit very well in their home games. All of that being said to say this, in this game today, I do like the Astros and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9 and I like the over on this one. For the hidden props, 2 total bases, give me Walker of the Astros. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Anderson of the Angels, and I like him to go under his line in this game, under 3.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along. We got the Detroit Tigers in Kansas City taking on the Royals. The right-handed pitcher Paddock on the mound for Detroit. He's 5-11 with a 4.98 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Seth Lugo on the mound for the Royals. He's 8-6 with a 3.99 ERA. In this game, we have 2 struggling pitchers on the mound. The one thing that is key here, both of these starting pitchers' last starts was against these same teams. Seth Lugo's last start against the Tigers was last week. He pitched 4 innings, allowing 4 runs. Paddock, his last start was against the Royals last week. He pitched 5 innings, allowing only 1 run. On top of that, when we look at Chris Paddock's career numbers against the Royals, he has very good numbers. In 5 career starts, he has an ERA of 3.42. Looking at Lugo this month, in the month of August, like I said, his very last start against the Tigers gave up 6 runs. But here in the month of August, he has 2 other starts where he gave up over 6 runs or more. Against the Minnesota Twins, 4 innings pitched, allowed 7 runs, and then right after that, he saw the Washington Nationals pitched another 4 innings, allowing another 6 runs. Then we look at the bullpens here. I give the edge in this game to the Detroit Tigers bullpen. They've been outperforming the Royals bullpen in the last 20 games. Both of the offenses are sporadic up and down. The big deciding factor in this game today is going to be Seth Lugo and how much he's been struggling of late. And on top of that, the Detroit Tigers do have good numbers against him. In this game today, the Detroit Tigers are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hidden props, 2 total bases, give me Carpenter of the Detroit Tigers. Onto the pitching props here. I'm playing Lugo of the Royals, and I like him to go under his line, under 4.5 strikeouts. All right, guys, moving on along. We got the Chicago Cubs in Colorado taking on the Rockies. The right-handed pitcher Horton on the mound for the Cubs. He's 8-4 with a 2.88 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Marquez on the mound for the Rockies. He's 3-11 with a 5.67 ERA. In this game today, I'm looking at Horton. His last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 1.80. Looking at Marquez here, I mean, it's another Rockies pitcher. He's actually been decent by his own standards in his last few starts. In his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 4.90. By his own standards, I guess that's very good. Looking at the Chicago Cubs team offensively, they've been struggling. They've been up and down, I should really say. They'll have little stretches where they hit the ball good. Then they'll have a little stretch where they go ice cold again. Here in Colorado today, hitter-friendly ballpark. It should be, the weather is projecting to be hitter-friendly as well. Marquez, this is a guy that gives up home runs, allows tons of extra base hits. He has a high hard hit ball rate. All of that being said, to say this, it should be a straightforward play here. The Cubs are a playoff team. In this game today, the Cubs are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 11.5, and I like the under in this one. For the hidden props, 2 total bases, give me Kyle Tucker of the Cubs. Onto the pitching props now. I'm taking Horton of the Cubs, and I like him to go over his line, over 4.5 strikeouts. All right, guys, AL West matchup starting up next. The Texas Rangers in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. The right-handed pitcher Leiter on the mound for the Rangers. He's 8-7 with a 3.81 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Springs is on the mound for the Athletics. He's 10-8 with a 4.15 ERA. Looking at both of these starting pitchers in this game, Leiter, he's actually been very good for the Rangers. His last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 3.30. Springs, he's been up and down for the Athletics, but when we look at this Texas Rangers numbers versus left-handed pitching, bottom 10 team in the majors versus lefties, and then we look at Springs. In the past, he's had success versus this Rangers team. Looking at both of the bullpens here, this Athletics bullpen is outplaying this Rangers bullpen. The Athletics in the last 20 days has a bullpen ERA of 3.70. The Texas Rangers in the last 20 days has an bullpen ERA of 5.15. The Texas Rangers, one of the worst offenses since the All-Star break. In over 35 games played, the Texas Rangers since the All-Star break are batting just .212 as a team. The Athletics, one of the best offenses in over 20 games played this month. They're batting .272. In this game today, we do like the Athletics, who are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 10.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hidden props, 2 total bases, give me Kurtz of the Athletics. Onto the pitching props now. I'm playing Springs of the Athletics, and I like him to go over his line, over 4.5 strikeouts. All right, guys, on after that, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks in Los Angeles taking on the Dodgers. The right-handed pitcher Zach Gallen on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He's 9-13 with a 5.13 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Snell on the mound for the Dodgers. He's 3-2 with a 1.97 ERA. Looking at Zach Gallen, his last 5 starts, by his standards, he's really gotten back on track, especially what he's been doing all year. In his last 5 starts, he has a combined ERA of 3.15. Looking at Blake Snell on the other side for the Dodgers, he's been very good since returning here for the Dodgers. He's only had one bad start, in my opinion. His last 5 starts for the Dodgers, he has a combined ERA of 2.45. In this game today, my big deciding factor is going to be these bullpens. Since the month of August began, the Dodgers bullpen has an ERA of 2.63. Looking at this Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen, we talk about it all the time. One of the worst bullpens in the majors. We have no trust in them. Zach Gallen, like I said, by his standards, he's gotten back on track. But when he saw the Dodgers earlier this year, pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs. I do not like this spot for him today here in Dodger Stadium. I do like the Dodgers, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total is set at 8.5, and I like the over in this one. For the hidden props, 2 total bases, give me Freddie Freeman and Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Blake Snell of the Dodgers, and I like him to go over his line in this game, over 4.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, final game of the day. We got the Baltimore Orioles and San Francisco taking on the Giants. The right-handed pitcher Dean Kramer on the mound for the Orioles. He's 9-9 with a 4.19 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants. He's 10-6 with a 2.93 ERA. I'm going to get straight to it here, guys. This game is a lean play for me. I could have gone either way, in my opinion, doing the breakdown here. Getting straight to it, the Giants are the betting out favorites in this game today, and we're playing the Road Dogs. Give me the Baltimore Orioles on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and I like the over in this game today. For the hidden props, 2 total bases, give me Mountcastle of the Baltimore Orioles. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Robbie Ray of the Giants, and I like him to go over his line in this game, over 5.5 strikeouts. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, our 4 parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one. It's a 5-leg game parlay. Our first play will be the New York Yankees on the money line, as well as the Yankees-White Sox game total to go over 8.5 total runs. We follow it up with the San Diego Padres on the money line, the Houston Astros on the money line, and we wrap it up with the Arizona Diamondbacks, Los Angeles Dodgers game total will go over 8.5 total runs. All 5 legs, $5 bet, pays $110. On after that, guys, we have another game parlay. This one will be a 4-leg game parlay. Our first play will be the Philadelphia Phillies on the run line. We're then going to follow it up with 3 game total plays here. We're going to play the Milwaukee Brewers, Toronto Blue Jays game total go over 7.5 total runs. Then we're going to play the Detroit Tigers, Kansas City Royals game total to go over 8.5 total runs. And we wrap it up with the Baltimore Orioles, San Francisco Giants game total to go over 7.5 total runs. All 4 legs, $5 bet, pays $100 flat. And after that, guys, we have 2 parlays. Our final 2 parlays of the day, the 2 home run parlays. We start off with our first one. It's a 3-leg home run parlay. Our first player will be Kepler of the Philadelphia Phillies. We're then going to play Carpenter of the Detroit Tigers. And we wrap it up with Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet pays $85. On after that, guys, we have our final home run parlay play of the day. We start off with our first play here. It's Bryce Harper of the Philadelphia Phillies. We're then going to play Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros. And we wrap it up with Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet pays $105. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's Friday. I hope we all can win some money today. And I'm going to catch you on the next one.